back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. My name is Giovanna. If this is your first time here, I'm so happy to have you. I make lots of videos about makeup and skincare and all things beauty. I like shiny, dewy skin. I like cats. This is my cat Bertram. He is very sweet. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy soft glam using the Tati Beauty palette. And the reason I chose to do this look today is because I feel like soft glam is trending again. Soft glam is always trending, but I've noticed like a lot of big YouTubers in the past couple of weeks have been uploading soft glam tutorials. Jackie Aina specifically, Rockio uploaded one recently, Alyssa Ashley's always given us soft glam. I just feel like I've seen a lot of soft glam looks around, which I love. I love soft glam, and I decided to use the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette today because it is restocking on her website. I believe this is the third time it's restocked as it keeps selling out because, spoiler alert, it's very good. If you like soft glam looks, and if you are curious about this palette, then I hope that you will keep on watching. Alright, so for our first step of this soft glam look using the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals palette, I am going to dip into the shade Soothe using the sequin finish. Now, I would use this as my transition shade on my skin tone, but I would recommend if you have a deeper skin tone, starting with the shade Ritual. So, but like I said, I'm going to dip into Soothe with a nice fluffy crease brush like this, and I am just going to fluff that into my crease. Alright, so now that I have my transition shade all taken care of, I'm going to deepen up the crease a little bit. So in order to do that, I'm going to dip into the shade Ritual in the sequin finish, just the same finish that I did for the first shade. And if you have a skin tone that's deeper than mine, I would dip very lightly into the black shade to deepen up your crease. But I'm going in with Ritual, and I have a bit of a tighter packed crease brush for this. It's a tinier crease brush because I have deep set eyes, so I really want to define that crease. And I have a small amount of real estate to work with, so that's why I'm using such a tiny brush. That's a really good tip that I actually learned from Tati's channel, is that if you have a deep set eye or a hooded eye and you feel like you don't have a lot of space to work with on your lids, as opposed to somebody who has bigger lid space, then you can just go in with a tinier crease brush to do more detail work, and that way you don't just completely cover the first color you put down. Because if I were to use the same brush for this color, then I would just be covering the transition shade, and like, what is the point of even putting it down if you're just gonna cover it, you know? Not bringing it all the way in. I'm stopping probably about right where my inner corner starts. I'm bringing it about 2/3 of the way into my crease with this darker color. Alright, so our next shade is our lid shade, and typically I always use my fingers for my lid shade because I just think it's easier, but if you're really dead set on using a brush, I would use one that's shaped sort of this nice teardrop shape. Could I say teardrop shape? A brush like this. And I'm going to be dipping into one of the sequin shades. It's the shade Aura right here. It has such a pretty reflect in it. I don't know, it probably doesn't translate. Again, that's the bummer with these sequin shades, is you really do have to see them in person, because when they hit the light, yeah, you can't really see it. It has like this pink sparkle to it that just looks so pretty on the eyes. So I'm going to go all over the lid with that. Kind of trying to achieve the look of a cut crease without using concealer. So if you want to get a similar look and you have a deeper skin tone than me, then you could dip into Soothe, which is that first shade I put into my transition, that I put into my crease, this like nice caramely color right here. I just really like the look of the gradient where you have a really light colored lid and then it goes up into a deeper color and then fades out into a slightly less deep color. I just like the look of that. This is the look that I think of when I think of soft glam. I think of a nice defined crease and a nice bright lid color. Alright, so for my next step, we're going to do a little bit of a wing, and I know that maybe a wing isn't soft glam. I think that you can still have a soft winged liner. The way that I soften out my wing a little more is by using eyeshadow rather than using a cream gel or liquid eyeliner. And we're gonna do a brown liner. super soft, staying on theme of Soft Glam. But this is actually the first time I'm gonna dip into a matte shade. I'm not gonna do, sometimes I do like to do the sequin shades, even for a liner, and I think that can look pretty, but I wanna create a little bit of contrast here. So I'm gonna dip into the shade Ritual, this nice dark brown in the matte shade. The mattes in this palette are so beautiful. I know people had complained that they were a little powdery and that there was some fallout, but that's just because of how buttery they are and because of how beautifully they blend, and I don't mind it at all. Going into Ritual and doing a bit of a winged liner here. Not gonna bring it all the way in the lash line. Again, kind of like we did with the shade in the crease, I'm gonna stop about 2/3 of the way in and just drag out the wing here. I wanna have a really blown out wing that kind of matches the same length of my crease here. I want you to be able to see that in between part. Actually, after I finish this wing, you know what, I'll just do it now. I'm gonna dip back into that shade Aura, the sequin cream shade here, and use that to define the space between my wing and my crease color. Oh yeah, that looks nice. All right, so I went ahead and did the wing on the other side, and now I'm moving on to my last step for eyeshadow, and that is going to be my inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna dip into Aura, that cream shade, but in the matte finish. The only part of this look that is not a sequin shade is the wing in the inner corner, and I like to have that contrast between the two finishes. I like to keep all of my sequin shades in the crease to add a nice dimension, and then keep kind of my foundation of the lid, my wing, and my inner corner in the matte finishes. Oh, and I'm not gonna be putting any shadow on my lower lash line, because when I do a Soft Glam look, I like to leave that area blank. I just think there's something really pretty about a completely blank lower lash line, and then it really makes your lower lashes pop against that blank canvas down there too. All right, so that is it for my eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and put my mascara on. In case you're curious, it's the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. This is my favorite drugstore mascara at the moment. I'm gonna put it on and be right back. All right, lashes are done. I just think it looks so pretty, that stark difference between a completely blank lower lash line and big, spidery, spiky lashes. I love how it looks. All right, our last step is lips. I'm going in with this nude lip pencil from ColourPop in the shade BFF. They also have BFF 2, 3, and 4, so they have one for every shade, and I really like these pencils. My only gripe is that you have to like sharpen them a lot. You have to sharpen them a lot, and you have to sharpen them pretty far down to get a nice point. Like, I feel like I've gone through this really quickly, but other than that, it's a beautiful formula and a beautiful shade. All right, and in the spirit of Soft Glam, I'm not gonna go in with a lipstick. I'm gonna be going in with another product from ColourPop. It is their So Juicy Gloss in the shade Princess Cut. It's just clear. Any clear gloss will do. Of the look of just juicy, glossy, plumped lips. I think it looks so pretty, especially for Soft Glam. I love to do like a mostly matte eye and then a super shiny glossy lip. All right, and with that, my friends, we are done. This is the finished Soft Glam look. I really like this look. I think it's really easy to create. It's just a couple of shadow steps. You could definitely recreate this without the Tati Beauty palette, but I just really wanted to highlight this palette today because, as I said at the beginning of the video, it is being restocked tomorrow, and I know there's still a lot of people who want to get their hands on it or maybe wondering about some quick and easy looks that you can do with it. And this is the definition of quick and easy and soft and glam. So I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please like the video. That is so good for me and so helpful. And please subscribe to see more content. Want to see more content right now? I'll link it up here and down here and over here and up here and here and here and here. Probably just one of those places, but it will definitely be linked. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!